Hey there friends, welcome back to Lydia's Plate. Today I am making cheesy meatballs. They're pretty simple. I'm going to put in a couple spices, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and because I don't have onion, I'm doing some onion soup mix, just 1 tablespoon, and some garlic powder later. I'm also adding 2 eggs, some shredded mozzarella cheese. I do prefer to do medium cheddar because I think that medium cheddar cheese just gives so much more flavor to these meatballs, but I am out, so I'm using mozzarella or pizza mozzarella, and I'm also throwing in some peppers because I'm out of onions. So I'm adding all of that to my 1.5 to 2 pounds of ground beef here, and then I'm going to get it all stirred up and start shaping some meatballs. I'm also going to be adding some crushed up crackers, which have a lot of flavor in and of themselves, so that's also going to add a lot of flavor to these meatballs. The recipe does just call for simple breadcrumbs, so if that's what you have, that would work. Or I had thought of just doing some oatmeal in here because that's what I do for my hamburgers, but I had these crackers and I know I love the flavor of these crackers in my Salisbury steaks, and so I knew I would really like them in these meatballs as well. Now, this mixture can also be made into meatloaf instead of meatballs. If you have even less time, you don't even have time to shape any meatballs, you can just put it all in like an 8x8 and it'll make a nice meatloaf. Today I am not doing the sauce or anything over them. I want them just the way that they are, but sometimes I will put a little bit of pizza sauce over top each meatball, and then I'll also sprinkle just a little bit of shredded cheese over each meatball, but not today. We are a family of 6, and we have, for the most part, we have good healthy appetites, and we had about 7 meatballs left over, I think. Now, another thing I've done in the past is I've done a double recipe of these, shaped them just like I'm doing now, and then I've thrown them in the freezer. Then I will count them and put them in a large Ziploc bag and write on there, you know, the date of when I made them and how many are in the bag. That way I know, you know, should all of a sudden we would have company coming and I need something quick, I could quickly pull these out and bake them because these are super, super quick. Baking them fresh today, I'm baking them for half an hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but from frozen, I think I do roughly the same, maybe a little bit longer, just until they're done. If you do make extra and put them in the freezer, you will be giving yourself such a crazy, quick, easy meal to go to, especially on days when you don't have a lot of time. Like this did not take me very long. I have sped it up for you guys a lot so that you don't have to spend a lot of time watching a video to get a new recipe, but without speeding this up, this took me about 20 minutes to get all mixed up and prepped like you're seeing here, and then the half-hour bake time. So if I had these in the freezer yet, it would basically just be that half-hour bake time. So if you wanted a really quick, easy meal and you wanted something homemade, you didn't have time or money or whatever the case, didn't want to have to fall back on, you know, a restaurant or something, picking up, ordering out, whatever, this would totally give you another option. Alrighty, so the meatballs are in there and I'm just cleaning up my dishes. We are having creamy fettuccine and peas to go with this, so that's just as simple as cooking my fettuccine. When my fettuccine is done, I strain it and then I put some cream into my pot, bring it just to a boil, then I put my strained fettuccine back into that cream, and this is what it ends up looking like. So just cooked peas, here's my fettuccine, and the meatballs. I know they look really dark here, they were not burnt, and they were soft and tender, so they were really, really good. And then those who wanted ketchup had ketchup with it. If we'd had the pizza sauce on there, we probably wouldn't need the ketchup, but we like that, so we did. Anyways, I hope you now have another new meal idea, another idea of what to put on your plate. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making the next one for you. Bye, guys!